Hello again. In this video, I'm speaking about consumer motivations and Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the famous Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which has been very important in many psychological and cultural studies, business studies, social studies, etc. So when we talk about consumer motivations, we're talking about their motivation to consume and buy specific offerings from organizations, whether products, services, or a combination of both. And to understand what motivates consumers, we looked in business at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So, okay, it's about the customer needs and wants. So what do they need? What do they want? The hierarchy suggests that they satisfy physical needs first, and then safety, and making sure that they are safe and secure, and then they think about communities and belonging and connections, followed by then, okay, I need the position, I need respect, I need people to be aware of me, and then the self-actualization needs, how to reach my potential, my optimal potential, and fulfill myself. And this is how it was suggested. But then we looked at this, and there are a lot of cases, extreme cases like wars, for example. So people might be hungry, without shelter, in danger, but all they can think about their family members, how they can protect them, how they can look after them, how they can connect so they stay sane. So then that hierarchy didn't work there. We might not be hungry, not need food, but we eat because we felt like it, or we were motivated by the look of the food, by the smell, by the taste that we are expecting from it, especially those with sweet tooth, for example. So many studies looked into Maslow's hierarchy and didn't find it a hierarchy at all. People connect first. They said we are social animals as a human being. As creatures, we need to be surrounded by other people. We need our space, but we like to be surrounded by other people. We like to have a community and belong and feel love. That's essential for us. While we're eating, we're sheltering, we're engaging in intimacy. We need, with all that, safety, order, and certainty where we live. But even if that wasn't there, we need to connect. Even if food wasn't there and we have very little, we share it. Esteem and reputation and confidence then comes with the with the stability and with the community connections. And we feel it even if we are hungry. We can feel it even if we are without shelter. It will be broken, maybe, it will be hurt, but we do have it. It's something that our integrity, our esteem, we can keep it, like our knowledge in our head. So consumer needs are dynamic, really, and they interact and they shift places based on the situation and the culture and personal values and personality. Some people have great fears. Some people handle their fear better and emotions and come across courageous. Or some people stands hunger more than others. But it's just a personality. And values. So this dynamic wasn't there in Maslow's, and it didn't help us a lot in identifying people's needs and wants, especially in a very complicated world like ours today. So research shows little evidence of that hierarchy, but needs interact, and then the society connects, and belonging is really significant. Now, with that in mind, coming to then, how do we understand consumer motivations? I can tell you that there are three sources for these motivations. From my work over the years, observations and experience: physical, emotional, and social, and that's no surprise. So if these are the sources of these motivations, whether physical, satisfying something physical, satisfying emotions, and self-esteem comes with emotions, or satisfying our connection within society and belonging, then it is, and the dynamic between them, that we cannot predict really which one will be a priority, except in specific situation, knowing the personality, etc. So it's a complex study. So we need to think about it without oversimplifying it. Survival and safety are very important. Belonging and trust are very important. So we hold together as a society. I walk in the street, I trust that the people around me will not harm me, even though I don't know any one of them, and that I belong to this space, even though I don't know the people in the street. But because, this is my city, but it's a big city. So survival and safety, that it's safe to walk around, and there will be no harm. It's safe to go on the airplane, on the train, because the people running them making sure that no harm comes to us. So there is that trust, that safety is there. Competence and leadership then comes out of that connection, that stability, that agency that comes from communities and societies belonging to them. And driven by the societal role, this competence and leadership, it's also by belonging and trust, then we have this essential wants satisfied, and we can become dependent on social collaboration. So survival is dependent on social collaboration, on political stability, on people not fighting in the street, on people not letting a wild animal in the street that can harm someone else. So depending on all these connections, on the trust that we have with each other, on the interaction within society, then we can build this competence and leadership and self-esteem, and satisfy all the emotions, and the physical and the social needs. I hope that is really helpful, because then with this understanding, then we can rethink the motivations for the consumers based on the source and where the interaction between them through the society, social connections, and how also we express ourselves and our identity with these offerings among this society, to have this self-esteem and fulfill ourselves, and feel that we belong. And that's really important. Let me know what your thoughts and experiences with that, and what did you use in your business or in your studies, the research, to identify consumer motivations, in the comments. Until next video. Thank you.